This video is going to show the installation process for the Maxima, the Ultima, and the Murano. These vehicles must be push button start, and we are using a Maxima at the end of the video for the demonstration. However, all vehicles operate the same exact way. Tilt the steering wheel all the way down and all the way out. This is going to give you adequate room to remove this bezel right here around the instrument cluster. The first thing we're going to do is just pop this dash end cap off. So take a panel popper and you can just remove it like so. There's two screws that we need to remove in order to get that bezel off. They are below this bottom dash panel. We don't have to remove this. So just go ahead and grab the side panel here and pull it straight back towards you. It'll loosen it up and you will see the Phillips screw right back in here. Come over to the center side, pop this loose, and you'll see the Phillips screw here. So go ahead and remove those two screws right now. Once you guys have the screws out, go ahead and grab this plastic trim piece, bottom right corner, and it'll pop straight out, and the whole thing will just come right off. So I just rotated this around so you guys can see the two wire connectors you need to detach. One is at the back of the start-stop button. The other one is a white connector right here up the bezel just a tad. So undo those two connectors and you can just set this complete thing to the side. With the bezel set aside, we now need to remove 3 screws to get the cluster out. There's one here at the top, there's one here at the bottom right corner, and there's another one on the bottom left corner. Go ahead and grab it, and you're gonna have a couple electrical connectors on the back side that we need to remove. So there's one up here, and then one right back over here. So go ahead and unplug the electrical connectors and set this to the side. The BCM is located right here. The connectors are facing down. As you can see, the gray one, the black one, the green one's way back in here. We ran into a snag on this car, which is super, super rare, but it is a possibility, so I'm glad it happened while I'm filming the video. These are security screws. You cannot remove these with a normal flathead screwdriver. There's one on the left and one on the right. They will need to be drilled out, and then you can reattach the BCM to the mounting brackets with a normal Phillips screw. I went ahead and pulled the cluster out of another vehicle so you can see how it's attached. These are just normal Phillips screws that you can use a screwdriver to remove, nothing special. If you guys want to be sure what you're getting into, go ahead and follow this video, pop your cluster out, and see if it has security screws or normal Phillips screws. Once you guys have the screws removed from the BCM, go ahead and grab the corner of it, and you can simply pull it out from the dash, flip it over, and you have access to all of the connectors that you need. One of our new 3HT plug-and-play kits. There are no wires to cut or splice in the vehicle whatsoever. And this is not a 2-stage programming kit, which means you install this in the car, program the module to the vehicle, which takes about 15 seconds, and your remote start will work immediately. These are the BCM connectors. There's a green one, a black one. There's a gray connector here. This right here will go into this connector on the harness if required. Not all applications and vehicles require this connector. You'll have a ground pigtail here, which connects to a factory 10mm bolt, so you don't have to screw into your car. There's going to be a couple 2-pin jumpers here. Refer to the installation guide for proper connection there. We have a relay chip with a fuse in it, and this will plug right into there. All of this is in the installation guide. I'm just going over some quick details for it. So how this works is I unplug the factory connectors out of the BCM, and then you take the other end of ours and you plug it right back in to the BCM. Make sure you push it firmly so you hear the audible click and it is secure in there. Once the BCM harness is all intact, go ahead and rotate the BCM back, reinstall it. Before you put the screw in, this is where you're going to ground our ground input. So put the screw through here, secure it back, and this is what it's going to look like. Just simply put right there on the ground bolt, and then go ahead and grab the module, and we are ready to program. Make sure that you guys plug the instrument cluster back in before programming our module. If you turn ignition on with the cluster unplugged, there may be a chance that the check engine light will pop on. It can be reset, but it's more of an inconvenience. So what you're going to do is after the harness and everything's plugged in to the module, the BCM and the whole 9 yards, you're going to go ahead and hit the unlock button on the key. The orange light's going to start blinking on the remote start unit. And then from that point, what you're going to do is put the key in the key port all the way just like this. And you're going to press the brake pedal for about 15 seconds or until the green light turns solid on the remote start unit and then goes off. So once you get the green light and it goes away, remove your foot from the brake, pull the key out, and now I'll show you guys how to use the remote start. All right guys, so we're gonna give you a quick demo on the remote start off of the factory key. This is compatible with our add-on smartphone module, which will allow you to use the app to lock, unlock, remote start, remote stop, and GPS locate in real time the vehicle. So unfortunately, we did not add it to this vehicle, so we're gonna go ahead and just give you a quick demo on the key fob here. So you hit lock 3 times, so you're gonna tap it 1, 2, 3. Parking lights will turn on, give it a second for the ignition to turn on, and then she'll crank. So the car stays locked. It'll run for 15 minutes. And when you guys are ready to leave, simply hit the unlock button on the key. You can jump in, the car stays running. And as long as you guys have the key with you, you simply tap and release the brake pedal. And now you can hit the brake again, put it in drive, and drive away.